Sheri Nixon with Keller Williams is back, and Sheri, we're going to talk something a little interesting about our area, I think, today. Everywhere, every area kind of has, higher end, lower end, but we really have a very distinct higher end and lower end markets, kind of two separate animals.
Right, we do, especially right now. It does seem to be that our lower price point, we're definitely in a seller's market, and then the luxury market where it's a buyer's market. Right. So we definitely have two different markets.
So how are you seeing that affect people who are maybe looking for in the lower market? Are they a little bit discouraged because it's a seller's market?
Yes, definitely, because the sellers are sort of having their way with the market right now in the lower price point. I had two listings, just one in Fiddler's Cove that was under $200,000, and it sold right away, and then one at Hilton Head Resort. So that's happening. It's great for sellers. So if you're a seller and want to list, now's the time. And then it does leave on the other side a discouragement for the buyers, because I've had buyers, they kind of have to make sure that they know the area. So a lot of times I'm FaceTiming them.
Right.
They're not getting to come down and look at it. They don't have that luxury since it sells so quickly.
Exactly.
And then two, I just had this weekend clients, and things that had been on the market in that under $200,000 price range, even those that had sat on the market for 6 months to a year, all of a sudden had 3 to 4 offers. So that can be discouraging. You have to be ready, pre-approved, all of that to go.
Ready to go.
Ready
to pull that trigger.
Exactly.
But that's very interesting though that you're saying that, because we've said that repeatedly on this show. That means we need inventory.
Yes.
Is what it really means.
Yes, we do. And it's nice to know though that the lower end inventory is going, because those people that have wanted to get their foot in the door, they're coming, they're doing that.
Yeah.
And then it gets the other people able to sell those and then move up.
Right.
So moving up's an advantage for those people with the high end market.
Yeah, right, well, so let's go to that. Let's go on the flip side in the high end market, and you said that in that case, it's a buyer's market. Tell us a little bit about what's going on in that market.
So if you are a seller in the higher end market, and when I say there's, it can be over 500,000, and then you get to the increments over $1 million, over $2 million, over $3 million, and they go up. Over that million inventory, I know there's at least a year and a half of inventory out there, and so sellers have to price it right. They have to realize that it's going to take longer to sell, be patient, and as long as you've got great photos and you're doing the marketing, and priced right, it will sell. It just takes longer.
Well, you said that a couple of times, priced right, so people have to be realistic.
Yes.
About what they're going to get.
Yes.
But also, it probably needs to tell us what it needs to look like. I mean, because I think people right now, with this HGTV era that we live in, they want to walk in and have it kind of be turnkey, especially if it's in a higher end market.
You are right. They don't want to do the work. They want it to look beautiful, ready to go, and so it has to look in person that way, yet it also has to read that in the photographs. You have to know, because they're looking online and trying to figure that out, and they want it to be beautiful, because it does take a lot of energy to fix something up.
It does.
So they want it to be ready to go. And if you,
I don't want to stop you, but I want to make sure, because we only have about a minute and a half left. I want to make sure we get your listing in, because you do have an example.
I do.
Of a higher end market that's ready to hit the market.
I do.
Yes.
I have one, and it has been. We've had a price reduction. It is 9 Seaside Sparrow. It's beautiful. It's second row, and we've also gone and enhanced the view corridor. So it's second row with a view, and we have it now listed at $3,299,000. It's 6 bedrooms, 7.5 baths. I'm not sure how much time I have, because I could talk about it forever.
You can keep going. You have a little bit more time.
Perfect, because it is beautiful. It has a lot of different living areas. And what's great about this home is that someone can have second row. It's definitely a rental area, yet it is just so appointed that someone would want to live there forever. So it doesn't have to just be a rental.
Yeah, and so, but that's another good thing to point out. They can, right now, rent it, and then when they later want to transition to full-time,
absolutely,
they've already got it for themselves.
live in it.
Yeah.
So yes, and I think right now, just the point is, if you're a buyer in the high end, you're going to get great value, and then in the low end, you've got to be ready to go, and so we need some more inventory in that lower price point.
Well, it's always good to see you. You have great information.
Thank
so
you.
make sure you are checking out Sheri on Facebook and her website and her phone number, all those different ways you can contact her. And thanks always for being with us, Sheri.
Thanks.